Hi, everybody.
Hello, I'm Ryan.
I'm Bethany.
And we are Ryan and Bethany Board Game Reviews.
And today we're going to do a mini review of this expansion, Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle Monster Box of Monsters.
Yes.
Yes. And then we are going to rank all of the Harry Potter games that we've reviewed.
All right, so Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle is a cooperative game. We've reviewed it. If you want to check out that review to kind of hear the full details on that and how to play all that kind of stuff. This expansion, we'll talk about what that adds. So the first thing that it does is it adds more of the campaign style that I really liked from the first one. You get to open boxes, and there's more cards inside, more challenges, and I'm not going to spoil anything, but every box you open gives you more content and more stuff to explore.
I really like that this game adds creatures and that the creatures can be defeated with money. Sometimes when you play the game, you have loose change that you can't buy anything with, but you can just put it on a creature. So I like having that option.
All right, so one of my favorite characters in the entire Wizarding world is Luna Lovegood, and this game gave me Luna Lovegood. I get to play as her, which is fantastic. You play the normal 4 characters from the original game over and over again.
No, you just like shipping. You just like shipping Luna and Neville.
Shipping them? Yeah. Okay, so no, we don't. No, we're shipping this out to whoever wins it. So we're not shipping anybody.
No, you you ship Luna and Neville.
Like on a battleship or something? No, she's upset because I just like putting them in a relationship together. I think they belong together, so I'm not shipping them. I don't even know what that means. She's weird. Alright, so yeah, introduces Luna, so that way I can play with Luna and Neville. They can end up together. They're the way they should be.
Okay. Yeah. So I like all the new content that you get. I like the new creatures that you get, and it's fun.
One thing about it is it adds a lot of time.
Yes.
It is kind of a grind. You know, it really... The way you have to work through the villains, you have to work through the creatures. There's additional challenges that I can't really get into, but you have to kind of meet certain conditions to advance. And it can get really, really tough to meet those conditions sometimes, and you're just kind of stalled out waiting for the right things to happen. And that can get really, really long.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only thing I really have to say about that, too, is it can get... It adds a lot of stuff, and it adds a lot of time.
Yeah, if you are someone who likes to explore a game really in depth, you play the one game a lot of times, this is a great expansion for Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle. There's a lot to explore. You can really kind of change up your strategies. You're going to see a different set of cards to purchase from every time.
Yeah.
A lot of variability.
So a lot of special powers you can use for the characters. Yeah.
For that reason, I think that you would really enjoy this if you enjoyed the base game.
Yeah. But now let's go through our ranking of all the games that we've reviewed. Before we go with this, we just wanted to note there's a lot of games in the Harry Potter universe that we haven't played, so we're not ranking those. The 2 that we wanted to mention was the Funkoverse one.
Yeah, the Harry Potter Funkoverse. It looks really fun. I can't wait to play it. I haven't played it yet, though, so can't rank it.
Yeah.
And then there's a Harry Potter miniatures game, which also looks pretty cool, but we don't really do a lot of mini gaming. Yeah. And there's also tons of kind of mass market games. There's Harry Potter Scrabble and Harry Potter Trivial Pursuit and Harry Potter Uno, and a lot of those games we're leaving those off the list. We're doing the ones that we've reviewed that belong more in the hobby world.
So the games that we reviewed are Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle, Perilous...
And you can win this!
Perilous Pursuits, Fantastic Beasts. Yeah, Perilous Pursuit, Fantastic Beasts.
Fantastic Beasts, Perilous Pursuit.
That's the one. Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Which is in Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle, Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Correct, yeah.
Ryan's
just correcting everything I say. Let's carry on.
There's just a lot of brevity. They're really fond of using really short titles.
Yeah, and then Death Eaters Rising.
Yep.
It's a pretty easy title. Harry Potter Codenames. Mm-hmm. See, there's that one. And then we are counting the expansion as one of our reviews.
A separate entry.
Yeah, as a separate entry. Monster Box of Monsters.
Okay, so we're going to rank them from the bottom to the top, but the bottom does not necessarily mean that we don't like it.
Yeah.
It's
all staying in our collection.
We like all of these.
Yeah.
It just means that we are what we like the most.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
All right, so my number 6 is, unfortunately, the Monster Box of Monsters. A ton of fun. I love everything you get inside this box. It is long, and that's what keeps it down at the bottom of this particular list. But again, not a bad game. It's just at the bottom of this particular list.
My number 6 is Defense Against the Dark Arts, or Harry Potter Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Hogwarts Battle.
Hogwarts Battle, Defense Against the Dark Arts. I know these. I really do. We reviewed them. I've played them. Anyway,
there's a lot of words. A lot of words.
A lot of words. A lot of words.
Shorter titles.
Yeah, thanks for being gracious with me. I like it. I just feel like sometimes if you're losing this game, that's all you're doing is you're losing this game. You're not really doing anything else. That's just my opinion.
My number 5 is the Fantastic Beasts Perilous Pursuit. I love what the dice do in this game. It's a lot of fun. It's very tough. One thing that put it at the bottom of this list is I enjoy a lot of control in games. I like being able to kind of work the outcome and have control of all that. And I felt for my tastes, it was in the dice's control, not in my control.
My number 5 was the Monster Box of Monsters expansion. Basically the exact same thing that Ryan said. It was fun. I like what it added. It was just too much time for me.
All right, so my number 4 is Harry Potter Codenames. I love when the codename says the cooperative versions.
This is my number 4 too.
Oh, I forgot. We synced up on this one.
Yeah. You guys, my necklace just broke. Carry on. Carry on. We're professionals.
We're professionals. This didn't even happen.
Nope.
This is how it looked before. This is intentional. This is planned. Harry Potter Codenames, really fun. I love the way it makes your brain think. You have the picture side. You have the word side. It is tough. It has a kind of a cool campaign mode. It's fun.
Yeah, I like this. I like the fact that with the pictures you can play with a younger audience, and I like the fact that you really get to delve into inside jokes and conversations that you and other people have had within the Harry Potter universe. I think that's fun.
Yeah, and this is one of those games that we can play 2, 3, 4 times in a row. We can't do that with every game, but this one you can.
Yeah.
All right, my number 3 is the Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle. This is kind of the quintessential, in my mind, Harry Potter game. It feels the most like you're watching the movies together, or you're reading the books. It brings in all the characters. It brings in all the items. It brings in all the peril, and it does it in a really fun way. So I think the base game, Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle, really great, really solid. And I love the cooperative deck building. All of it's great.
My number 3 is Death Eaters Rising. I like how challenging this was. I like the amount of space it took up on the table, and I like the fact that it was short. So even if it was super challenging and there's no way of winning, it's over fast. So that's good.
Yeah, and my number 2 was Death Eaters Rising. I think the dice play was cool. I think it gave him a little bit more control than, like, let's say the Fantastic Beasts one did. And that Voldemort mini, it's pretty cool. I'm going to call it a maxi, not a mini. It's a maxi.
I don't even... No.
Or a bigature, not a miniature.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so my number 2... my number 2 is Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle. It's just like... When I think of a Harry Potter game, that's always the game I'm going to think of. That's always the game that's going to pop into my mind. If I'm wanting to go into the Harry Potter world in a game version, I will think of that game, and that's the game I'll probably want to play.
All right, so my number 1 then is the Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle Defense Against the Dark Arts. That is
that one I couldn't say earlier?
This is the 2-player kind of dueling version of it. It's got this cool tug of war of doing damage to each other, casting these spells at each other, and as just like a wizard duel. I think that the theme came through really well. I think that it's just a lot of fun, and it played pretty quick too. So it had kind of like that, almost like that. What's that game that I like a lot? Star Realms. It had kind of a Star Realms vibe to it. You know, that deck building, dueling thing. I really liked Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle Defense Against the Dark Arts. My number 1 in this category.
My number 1 is Perilous Pursuit Fantastic Beasts.
Fantastic Beasts Perilous Pursuit.
Oh my god! I did it again! Oh my gosh!
Or maybe it's the other way. I mean, you can say however you want.
I do flip things, so I do. It's just like... It doesn't matter. Anyway, that's my number 1. It was so much fun for me. I think the component quality of that game just drew me to it. I mean, the cardboard is really thick in it where you're placing all your dice and you're playing that.
And the dice are huge.
The dice are huge, and I like this. I mean, it's kind of funny because it's this tug of war between you and the creature that you're trying to capture that's going back and forth in between turns, and it was so much fun for me, and I just really enjoyed that.
Yeah, if you noticed, my number 1 was her number 6. And her number 1 was my number 5. So this shows you our tastes are...
This is why when we play any type of code names together, we don't win at duet, and we're not in the same team if it's not
the competitive
a team.
version. Yeah, so we like different styles of games, but we also like the same styles of games sometimes too. Because our middle was like very similar.
It was like all the same.
So that's our thoughts on the Harry Potter games that we've played. If you have any more that you want to recommend us that we play, or tell us what games we missed, even if it's one of the mass market games that you think was fun, put it in the comments below. We'd love to hear about it. Maybe play them ourselves.
All right, if you want to see all our reviews as they come out, you want to make sure to follow us on YouTube and on Facebook. That's Ryan and Bethany Board Game Reviews. If you want to chat with us, reach out to us on Twitter under Ryan and Bethany 1. If you want to see the pictures of the games we're currently playing, follow us on Instagram, and that's under Ryan and Bethany. And lastly, if you want to see the behind the scenes of what Ryan and I are doing to achieve better health in our life, follow our blog on Board Game Geek under Pounds and Inches.
And don't forget, we still have our contest going on for another day or two. So if you're watching this in the second week of January, follow the link below and get your entries in.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Shipping. It's relationship. That's why you ship them.
Is that what that means?
Yes.